Okay, here in round two, we've got the choice again. We'll play first. And we got a one-lander, so we got a mulligan, which sucks. All right, we'll keep this one. Opponent also mulligan, so I guess that helps us. All right, that was a good draw. So at least our 6-card hand is looking pretty acceptable. All right, so the question is, do we want to trade our Grizzly for a Morph? I'd prefer not to, but we'll see if we have to. All right, I guess we do. I mean, yeah, I guess we do. I don't want to, but the reason to do it, I guess, is I don't know. I don't have a really good reason, I guess. Makes our Hooting Mandrills cheaper. I guess that's a decent reason. All right, well, he missed his land drop too, so I guess that's nice. Hopefully draw land here. Nope, just a 4-drop. All right, well, I guess we're getting rid of creatures and we're making our Hooting Mandrills cheaper. That would have been just an absolutely insane turn to drop Mandrills, but did not hit the land drop there, unfortunately. All right, yet another morph. So let's see if maybe we just make our Mandrills 3 mana if we don't hit a land. All right, maybe I just never play 17 lands in this format again. Like, as I mentioned before, I have never, ever had this many issues with 17 lands in any other format. But I so rarely do it in this format, and every time I do, it's caused a problem. So I don't get it. I don't understand it. Kind of defies logic. There's really no reason I should stop at 3 with one less land in my deck, but it really does feel like it's just happening pretty often here. Much to my chagrin. I mean, the only positive thing is at least our opponent is missing his land drops too. So I could have played a Mandrills, but I'd rather just get in with the Mystic for now. If he's got an Abzan Charm, he can exile it. We'll allow it. All right. Well, we can more easily play Treasure Cruise now as well if we draw land, but we'll see. Technically, he's dead next turn if I draw land, and he can't deal with the Mystic. His morphs look pretty lackluster. Double Archer and both of those are pretty underwhelming morphs. He's playing Hardened Scale, so you have to assume he's got Incremental Growth, Dragon Scale Boon. Oh, I guess it works well with Outlast too. I didn't think about that. That is true. Land? Very good. All right, so at least we get the victory here. I'm very happy to report that. I think if our opponent had not been struggling with his lands as hard as we had, that game would have been a completely different story. So we both mulliganed. His land, his mana base punished him harder than mine did, thankfully. So do I want to just go up to 18 lands now? You know, honestly, I'm pretty tempted to just straight up go up to 18 lands. Maybe another blue source. Is that right? 4 blue sources still seems like enough. Probably another red source, since that's where we had the problem. I think I don't know, man. I feel like going up. Let's cut the Tormenting Voice for another land. We're cutting the card that's supposed to be helping us with that problem. God, is that even right? I'm just going to get flooded now, aren't I? No, I'm not going to do it. It's almost like, ugh. Why is this even a big difference? Why should it be any sort of discernible difference? Our curve is not even that ridiculous. Well, I'm glad I'm playing 17, I guess, with this hand. Opponent mulls to 6. Plays first. So the question, what do we play first? I don't know. It's actually a good question. Do we want the expert or the grizzly? Wow. This hand's actually pretty decent. I guess we do the expert, because it's like the card I want to trade the most. Or like I'm most willing to trade, I guess. Guess if he plays a land and attacks, I don't block, because it's probably a Sage Eye Harrier. Alright, well, Saltwater Patrol's an issue. But maybe we just build up the army at this point. His morphs have been, just based on what we saw, were pretty underwhelming. And we do have the Barrage of Boulders at this point, which at some point is going to allow us to get in for lethal damage once we've built up enough armies. So maybe we just go for the long game here. Well, you know what? Treasure Cruise, not the worst draw. Let's drop our Canyon Lurkers, I think. Although, maybe we just drop the Grizzly. And then I can hard cast Lurkers next turn. Alright, let's do that instead. Maybe just try and go on the Barrage of Boulders plan. And then maybe clean up with Arrow Storms or something like that. Alright. Honestly, not bad. We're getting close to lethal here. I'm going to hardcast this guy. We're up to 9, 13. It's going to be 17 damage with Bloodfire Expert on our second Bloodfire Expert on the board. And then we're just a couple lands away from Treasure Cruise being castable. We've got triple Arrow Storm as well, so that sets us up eventually for a nice Barrage of Boulders. Man, Death Frenzy would rock us. Alright. Just playing creatures I'm okay with. Oh, that makes Treasure Cruise cheaper, which is kind of good. So let's play that. So next turn we can play Treasure Cruise, which means might as well just get all the red sources. Doesn't matter. Guess I just play Bloodfire Expert. Think we're barraging next turn, because if we get him for 17 and then Treasure Cruise, it's pretty good. At the very least, Death Frenzy kills 2 of his guys currently, so I guess we've got that going for us. He's at enough mana to unmorph his guys, but he didn't, like I said, he didn't show us any impressive morphs yet. Alright, Kintry Warden is very underwhelming. I think we're just going to go for the barrage play. He's leaving up mana like he could have removal, but we've got enough Ferocious where that doesn't matter. Oh, well, that kind of changes things, doesn't it? That's a problem. It's a big problem. It's a big, enormous problem. So I crack in for 17. What does that do for me? He plays Dragon Throne. He can't play an equip next turn, so this is my opportunity to do it, I guess. Alright, I guess we go for it. He can crack back for, let's say this is a 5 power guy, like a Pine Walker. 5, 7, 12, 14, 15 is the most he can crack back with. There's no way that he can... Oh, wait. No, he can equip plus use next turn, huh? Alright. Well, I don't know what to say. I don't feel good anymore. I think that's going to be a game changer. Each of these getting +4/+4 would mean 6, 12, 18. Because I'm killing the Kintry. So he could deal 18 to us if he equips to his 4/4. Well, that's not lethal. Alright, I guess we go for the barrage plan. It's not lethal based on my count. Based on the current board state, it is not lethal. Okay, so he's just outlasting with no plays, no attacks. Alright, well, let's figure this out then. I guess we're going to jam the Treasure Cruise for as cheaply as possible. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get some of this going. Arc Lightning and Arrow Storm. So if I crack in with everything, he blocks here, but then he's got to block some other stuff. So this could be a Sage Eye Harrier and block there, but then he's still block, block, block. It's taking lethal unless he's got removal. Well, we got to get guys off his board, basically. If we don't get guys off his board, he's going to kill us with Dragon Throne. Alright, so eat, but then we eat his two guys, so that seems like we're going to survive. And surviving is all we have to do. He can't afford to not block here. Alright, so we did eat our board, but I think we're going to live. So now all we have to do is survive a turn, have him not gain life, and we'll kill him with an Arrow Storm. No cards in hand either, I guess I should mention. It's not even a good... It does the same amount of damage. I guess it gets it equipped to him, though, so there is that. All right. Got round 2. Very good. So the old Barrage paid off for us versus the old Dragon Throne of Tarkir. That's cool. All right. We'll see you in round 3.